Hello, everybody, it's me, your good friend Sparky, and welcome back to Spider-Man, the City That Never Sleeps, Episode 3, Silver Lining. Last time, we just got on Silver Sable's good side, finally. And we also gotta switch up our costume to something cool, like the Stark suit. I like the Stark suit. Heck yeah. And now, we are apparently scanning for clues. What clues are we scanning for? Those clues, apparently. What's this about?
What's with all the yellow stuff? Huh. Is this some weird street artist thing?
Oh.
A police report. Looks like someone was killed during a mugging, but nothing was stolen.
I forgot about this.
So, you have some work-related stress. Well, you came to the right place. That's my specialty.
So they tell me.
Give me some more specifics about how you're feeling.
Guess you could say I put a lot of pressure on myself. I like to be the best. Plus, I have a very demanding boss.
And what kind of work do you do?
Everything here stays confidential, right?
Of course.
Good. Because if any of this gets out, you're a dead man.
The case file says 1 of 9. There must be more of these out in the city. There's a bunch of GPS coordinates here. I love treasure hunts, but something tells me I'm not gonna find a chest full of gold at any of these places.
I totally forgot about this, actually. This is another bit of side content. Huh. We're looking for recordings from crime scenes. Or recordings found at crime scenes, I guess.
I think I'm close to another crime scene. Mystery person's calling card.
Look for the tape. Look for a potential body.
Police report and another audio recorder. This looks familiar. I think it's the last known location of a Magia informant who disappeared a few months ago.
I'm feeling a little uncomfortable. I think we should end the session.
Sorry, Doc. I didn't mean to scare you. I've just been paranoid lately. Like I said, stressful job.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about your job. Describe a typical day.
Typical day? Guess it starts with waking up, checking my phone, see what the boss wants me to hit that day. Then I go grab breakfast. I've been trying to do that keto thing, you know? Then I do the hits. Sometimes it's messy, so I gotta head home and clean up. I try to get to the gym in the afternoon, then dinner, and
Sorry, can you go back for a moment? What does do a hit mean exactly?
It means I kill who my boss tells me to. I'm pretty good at it by now. Got quite the resume.
This guy sounds like a Magia enforcer. Feels like this is just part of the story. I should keep an eye out for more scenes like this.
Uh-huh. But yeah, I completely spaced on this. This is a whole nother section of side content aside from the bases and the screwball challenges. Huh. I'd say, again, before we go back to doing main mission things, let's go on our bit of our scavenger hunt here.
Hey, Peter. Just letting you know I haven't left the house.
Glad to hear it. What's up?
I've been listening to the police radio, and there's stuff happening all over the city, like constantly.
Pretty overwhelming, isn't it?
How do you do it? I mean, you can't be everywhere at once.
Remember what May used to say? You help someone, you help everyone.
Yeah, but I never really understood what she meant.
Okay. You know that lady that came in to feast the other day with her 2 kids?
The one who just got evicted?
Yeah. After she found a job and was about to move into her new place, she told me, as soon as I get my first paycheck, I'm sending as much as I can back to the shelter.
So we helped her, and now she wants to help others. Helping is like a force multiplier.
Exactly.
May was pretty great, wasn't she?
The greatest. I'm gonna send you an address as soon as I'm done with all this, so stay ready. And bring those web shooters with you.
Finally!
Miles is excited, as he should be. Also, we're trying to find Ah, okay. I see. Walking up the tightrope. Following the clues. Also, there was a backpack over there we should probably grab. Da-da-da-da-da. There we are. Hello.
Another crime report. Let's hear what the recorder has to say.
So what do you think, Doc?
Well, clinically, you're a sociopath. You have no remorse for your actions. You clearly are not stressed. I doubt you think there's actually anything wrong with you. So, why did you really come see me today?
You're smart. I like that. Okay, let's get right to it then. You do what I tell you, and I won't kill your family.
Whoa.
You want to get right to it? Okay then. I know why you're really here. I knew who you were the minute you walked in that door. And I also know that before I do anything for you, you're gonna do something for me.
Well, that took a turn. These
Huh.
crime scenes all feel like covers for Maggia hits. And if the guy on the tape is a Maggia enforcer, maybe he's the one who killed all these people.
Indeed. Backpack down here? Trying to figure out what this is. Down farther, apparently. It's here. Alright, alright. We found it. Hello there.
My Wilson Fisk Science Prize trophy. And check. I couldn't turn it down without arousing suspicion, but no way was I gonna take his money. Even though we could have used it. I did accept the lifetime supply of backpacks, though.
Yeah. Came in handy. I suppose, for leaving all these backpacks everywhere. But, yeah. Alright. So, the enforcer, trying to get something out of a therapist, is now being told by the therapist that he wants something out of him. The plot thickens. So let's go see. Is this the closest one? It is the closest one. Okay, yeah. And we were just in the middle of getting a phone call.
I am ready. Meet me at my base.
I've been meaning to ask. How exactly do you have a base in the city that I don't know about? Right. Good talk.
Uh-huh.
Why is she always hanging up on me? Maybe she didn't hang up on purpose. We probably just got disconnected. She could be waiting for me to call her back. Or she could be running out of minutes on her cell phone plan. I mean, she's probably doing international roaming. That stuff is expensive. Or maybe she just really needed to polish her pistols. Let's apply Occam's razor. The simplest and most obvious solution is... she hates me. Ugh.
Oh,
She
Pete.
takes the fun out of everything.
You shouldn't try so hard to be liked, Pete. If it worked, Jameson wouldn't be on your case all the time.
Lots of police tape and equipment at these scenes. Whoever's doing this must have access to this stuff.
Surprised nobody else has noticed them.
Wanted me to look closer at these accidents. I remember Yuri telling me about a drowning here. She was suspicious because the victim was a competitive swimmer. On the last recording, the therapist turned the tables on the Maggia guy.
Welcome back. Have a seat. So, did you bring the,
Hope this takes care of your cash flow problem.
Right. It most certainly does. Thank you. So, I assume you came to me because I have a few police officers as clients.
You assume correct. But my boss and I are only interested in one of them.
And who might that be?
Captain Yuri Watanabe.
Yuri? How is she mixed up in this? I'm afraid of where this story is going. I have to keep following it.
Gee, Pete, maybe she's mixed up on it because she, you know, shot Hammerhead in the face. Did you think about that? I mean, it's probably connected to Hammerhead in some way. You know? The whole Maggia thing. He's taken over the city. Yuri's got a grudge against him.
This is it, folks. This is the big one. I finally have proof. For years I have asked my dear listeners to send in photographic evidence to prove, once and for all, that Spider-Man is directly linked to the very criminals who plague our city. Finally, one brave anonymous caller has delivered the goods. We have clear photos of Spider-Man standing in the immediate vicinity of caches of humanitarian aid. Aid that was intended for Sintari. And our heroic caller assures me that these very humanitarian caches are being sold on the black market. If I've learned one thing in my years as a world-renowned reporter, it's this. Photos don't lie. Spider-Man has been caught red-handed. No pun intended, puns are for whips. So what do we do about it, you ask? We wait. We wait for the police to finally wake up and arrest this mass lunatic. At long last, this city is going to finally see that Jameson has been right about Spider-Man this entire time. Not only is he a thief, he's actually stealing vital food and medicine from innocent civilians who are trapped in a war zone. Women and children struggling to survive, hiding each day from a hail of mortars and bullets. Meanwhile, Spider-Man is stealing the very aid that might keep them alive. This is a new low, people. Even I could never have suspected Spider-Man of something this despicable. All we can do now as a city is to sit back and quietly reflect on just how right J. Jonah Jameson really was. Yet again.
I don't know why it wasn't letting me zip up to the ceiling for a little bit, but we're finally made it.
I think there was a hit and run here recently. The victim was set to testify against one of Hammerhead's men. But of course, police never found a suspect. In the last recording, they talked about getting Yuri's mental health records.
Here's Captain Watanabe's file.
This everything?
Yes.
You ever record her sessions?
No, I never record any sessions. That'd be unethical and illegal.
Well, we'd like you to record her next session. And my boss has a list of questions he'd like you to ask. That gonna be a problem for you?
No problem.
I feel like I shouldn't be listening to these, and yet I can't stop. Seems that whoever left these wasn't satisfied with what the police concluded.
Says he's not recording sessions unless we are listening to recorded sessions. So there's either some kind of double standard going on here, or possibly something more behind the scenes. I think the next closest one would probably be here. Let's keep going on our wonderful scavenger hunt through the city. Sure, Silver Sable probably needs our help with something, but, you know, she's survived being stuck in a sewer for a few episodes. She'll be fine right now. I think she'll be okay. Maybe. Possibly. Perhaps. I don't actually know. But, at the same time, I don't particularly feel the need to rush to her aid, considering she hates us still, but, yeah. It's fine. We'll get to it, eventually. But we've got cool scavenger hunt things to do. With our mysterious person leaving these things stuck to buildings and stuff in really awkward locations. Whoop, 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 okay.
Hope whoever's leaving these has a good reason.
Hello.
I remember this. A person got electrocuted accidentally, but the victim had ties to Hammerhead. Yuri tried, but couldn't find evidence of foul play. All of these reports are from the last year or so. But last month, Yuri assigned herself to all of these cases. Was Yuri the one who left all those recordings?
Okay, Yuri, let's move on. Have your obsessive thoughts about the suspect continued?
Yes. Sometimes I feel like I've almost got him. And sometimes I feel like I'll never get him.
Are you doing your breathing exercises?
Trying to.
But...
I know who he is. I know where he is. And I know what he's done. But I can't do anything. Not without legally admissible evidence.
that must be frustrating.
You have no idea.
Seems like Yuri's hunch is that the guy on the tape is the guy that killed all these people. I think she might be right.
Quite possibly. And yeah, we got another one right here. And then 2 more down there. Alright, alright. This is fun. They're like they're solving a mystery or something. And yeah, I managed to completely forget about this somehow. It's like I remembered this from one of the games, but I couldn't remember if this was like a thing here or a Miles Morales thing. I think they do something similar in Miles Morales, but...
And there's the trademark yellow. The recorder must be around here somewhere. There's another police report. I remember Yuri saying this was ruled an accidental death. Food poisoning, I think. On the last one, Yuri sounded frustrated.
You have no idea.
That's it?
Yes. I mean, we talked a little bit about her medication, but
When is the next session?
why? What are you going to do?
I'm gonna do whatever my boss tells me to do.
Oh no. Are they setting up a hit on Yuri? Gotta get to those other locations.
It's probably possible, definitely probable. Like I said, the whole, you know, shooting Hammerhead in the thing is pretty clear that there's grudges between Yuri and the Magia. Very cool backpack. What's this one? Hi.
Rhino almost killed me until I broke this chip off his horn and figured out what his costume's made of. Still wasn't easy to beat him. My back still aches just thinking about it.
Yeah, I'd imagine. I mean, I can only imagine. I don't know what it's really like to fight a super-powered Rhino person or anything like that. I don't know how I could possibly know that. But, I can imagine it's pretty rough. I've got back problems. So, yeah. I know what it's like to have back things. I can relate on that level. More about the aching back and less about the actual fighting a Rhino.
It has to be Yuri who's leaving all this stuff.
It's quite possible, Pete. Where's this one at? Hello? I'm following the tape. Is it up here? Or is the tape up here just to get my attention? Where are you? Little recording. Where have you gone? I wish to listen to you. I wish to be your friend. Huh. Alright. Why don't I see this one? Like, anywhere. Because it looks like it's leading me up here. And yet... it's not up here? Huh. I am confused. Is it down? Oh, it's down here. What the heck? And why is all the tape up here? What? That's annoying.
Police ruled this a suicide, but Yuri had her doubts. The victim was part of Hammerhead's crime family. These case files are getting more and more recent. This one happened just a few weeks ago.
nervous.
Yeah, well, the chief knew I was working undercover with you. I can't afford to lose my job. Maybe I should be the one doing breathing exercises.
Well, isn't that interesting?
Don't worry. I won't tell if you don't. Also, you're doing great. You're a very authentic-looking doctor.
Thanks, I think.
You think he knows you were wearing a wire?
If he does, he's a hell of a good liar.
He's a Magier enforcer. We know he's a good liar. Question is, does he know he's being lied to?
We'll find out tomorrow, I guess. You sure about all this?
We catch him in the act of trying to murder a police officer, he gets put away for life.
Yuri, what are you doing? I have to find her. The Williamsburg Bridge. A convenient route to someplace else I can't afford to live.
Uh-huh. So... the Hammerhead Thug was trying to threaten the therapist, but then the therapist threatened the Hammerhead Thug so he would agree to listen in on Yuri.
I think I'm close to the last
But as it turns out, Yuri was the one using the therapist to listen in on the Hammerhead Thug. It's a bit confusing, but you know,
It's been here. Now where's the file?
I can dig it. Up here. There we go.
Someone fell to their death from this ledge. It was ruled an accident, but was it?
Probably not.
Hey, Captain.
You ready for this?
Ready as I'll ever be. I'm all wired up on my way to the office. Just picking up a coffee first.
Okay. Drinks are on me when this is done.
Looking forward to it, Captain.
Yuri's suspended, but she still won't give up. Hard not to respect that.
Hi, can I just get a large coffee?
Hey there, Don. Who's that you were just talking to?
Oh. Hey.
No. Oh, why did I listen to that?
That was some subtitle.
Call from an unknown number. Hello?
Hello, old friend.
Yuri?
Meet me at the corner of Madison and 23rd. We need to talk.
Wait, Yuri! Ah, she's gone. With all that's happened to Yuri, she must be beyond hurting. She doesn't do anything without a reason. So why did she lead me on a grisly crime scene tour? She must have a lead on this enforcer guy. It'll be nice to see her. Maybe help her deal with whatever she's dealing with.
It would be nice. But I feel like it's not going to be the friendly reunion you're hoping it'll be, Pete. But, we did find another backpack. Let's check that out quick. Collections.
My injured shoulder eventually healed. The bill took a lot longer to pay.
American healthcare. Yeah. It's a thing. It's unfortunately a thing. But seems our little side quest tour of the city and grisly crime scene investigation is coming to a close. Ended with our supposed therapist being brutally shot. And the whole thing was recorded. It's great. It's definitely great. Yeah. I'm sure Yuri has a reason for putting us through all this. So let's go see her and figure out what that reason may be.
Wait, what? Yuri, what did you do?
Oh boy.
That's the Magia enforcer. Dead. And the case files from all his victims. This guy killed all these people. But does that mean he deserved to die? Yuri.
I know what you're gonna say, but just hear me out. The system works most of the time, but there are times when it doesn't. And to me, that's unacceptable. Some people put their trust in fate, or karma, know or whatever. But I can only trust me.
You can't kill people, Yuri.
Apparently I can. And you know what? It felt good.
You need to turn yourself in.
For what? I just dispensed justice. True justice. And I restored a little bit of balance to the world.
You're my friend, Yuri. I don't want to come after you.
You do what you have to do, and I'll do what I have to do. Goodbye, Spider-Man.
Yuri! What am I gonna do? This all makes sense now. What Yuri did to Hammerhead. She's been struggling with this for a while. She's always held in her emotions. That must take a toll on her. But she's also the most tenacious and stubborn person I know. This was a bad guy for sure, but killing him? That's too much.
And... oh, man. And we have the faces of all the victims up around here, too. Yeah. Like with the main game in spots, this goes into pretty heavy stuff. And needless to say, I don't think Yuri is getting her police captain job back. And I'm willing to bet she's probably going to be at odds with Spider-Man in the future. It's very unfortunate. I like Yuri as a character, and I remember... I remember this a lot more clearly now. I don't know how I managed to forget about it, like, being here. Because this is, like, such a interesting, good part of the game. But, yeah, I remember having very mixed emotions on this, because Yuri in the main game shows no real sign of struggling with this at all. They saved it all mostly for the DLC. And so in the main game, Yuri is just, like, a constant, like, I guess, supporting character. Yeah. A constant source of support and stuff to Peter. Even though, you know, she doesn't know he's Spider-Man. She's Spider-Man's ally. She's not Peter Parker's ally. But, yeah. Throughout the entire main game, she is, like, totally 100% a good guy. And then you get to the DLC and all the Magi and Hammerhead stuff, and then things kind of get turned around, where it shows Yuri's frustrations with the system and how these kind of guys just keep seeming like they're getting away with doing horrible, horrible things to people who may or may not deserve it. And suddenly Yuri goes from being totally a good guy to being on the outside of the law. It's pretty heavy stuff. And again, at this point, in, like, time when this is getting recorded, I haven't played Spider-Man 2, of course, but I'm almost wondering if maybe in Spider-Man 2 there's going to be a series of quests where we're going after Yuri as some sort of vigilante superhero, or super anti-hero, rather. You know, the whole, like, murdering a guy and feeling good about it. That's pretty hardcore anti-hero stuff, I'd say. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty intense stuff. Calling into questions of justice and the way the justice system works and things like that. 'Cause, yeah, things like that happen all the time, where people who clearly deserve, like, punishment get away with things on technicalities. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy. Anyway, we're here at the next main mission point, which I think means we're moving on to, pretty soon at least, the finale of The City That Never Sleeps. But our little trek through the city on Yuri's scavenger hunt of doom has ended, and we're going to be taking care of that next time. So, thank you very much for watching. This is your good friend Sparky signing off, and I will catch you later. It's just weird to see a good guy become possibly a bad guy sometimes.